master, next aircraft trying to equip the French Navy. And rolling now underneath it, the aircraft I was talking about, from the Catalan group, the Fiat G91R 1A. Oh, what a sight that is, and the two are now going to be getting back into formation. You can see the master joining up on the G91R, and I'm delighted to have back with me Mike Palumbo from the Reparto Sperimentale di Volo. Mike, welcome. Very special moments for you because the master in this display belongs to your unit.
Yes, the master represents a significant evolution for the Frecce Tricolore, quite a bold step forward. With sharp handling, higher G limits and an extended angle of attack, the aircraft brings a whole new energy to the team's display repertoire. So the question now is, how will the Frecce shape its future with this dynamic new jet? So we are about to witness the next chapter in Italian aerobatic excellence, thanks also to Reparto Sperimentale di Volo. The master in this flypast is in fact flown by Andrea Legovini.
Yes, the T346 was selected as the replacement for the team's current Emaki MB339s that we saw earlier in September 2024, and one of them was unveiled at Istrana Air Base on the occasion of the Frecce's North American tour coming to end, and it will wear a very smart livery in Frecce service, T346, designed by no less than Pininfarina. So there, the two aircraft getting together. The master in the lead, the G91 behind. The Fiat G91 used by the Frecce Tricolore from pretty near its establishment. Decided in January 1961 to form one permanent team rather than having the responsibility for providing a team rotated between different fighter units. It was stationed initially at Rivolta, in Spain today, with 6 FA-15 stations. Here comes the formation. For 1962, it went up to 9 aircraft. The Frecce Tricolore name started to be used, but it was in late December 1963 when the Fiat G91 replaced it. The first 2 aircraft were delivered to the team, and the era of what is always known as the Gina, with any air arm that operates it with the Frecce Tricolore, lasted for 18 years.
This is a truly emotional moment for me, where today we are lucky enough to witness.
Those aircraft have a slightly uprated version of the G91's Bristol Siddeley Orpheus engine. The airframe was strengthened, their flight controls were optimized for aerobatics, and of course they had smoke generating tanks mounted under the wing. The team debuted with the G91 at the start of the 1964 season. At that point they were flying 6 aircraft for regular shows in Italy, and they went up to 9 for more prestigious domestic events or their international appearances. They became a 9-ship for all their shows in 1965, and then they added a 10th jet to 1966 in order to provide a solar lift. It set an outstanding standard for exciting formation aerobatics during the G91 era. Maneuvers such as the Bomber, the Arizona, and the crazy flight by the Solo were all introduced during the G91 years.
It's right, lightweight, powerful, reliable. This is a British heart beneath the G91. The recent sighting of failed with the 6 compressor stage, the single-stage turbine, and all of it weighed under 849 pounds. Just enough to meet the strict nature requirements.
Both aircraft now in for a slow pass with gear down. As the years went on, inevitably the availability of the G91 suffered as the aircraft got older. They drafted in some standard G91R models. In 1981, the team's then leader, Commandante Corrado Salvi, considered the G91T two-seat trainer model, but they thought it was too heavy. He also considered the twin-engine G91Y attack jet, and they thought that was too complex. So late in 1981, the team switched to the Macchi MB339, which it still flies to this day. And the last appearance with the Gina was a fly past over the Redipuglia Cemetery on the 4th of November, 1981.
As you correctly said, it's the only airworthy G91 in the world, in palm colors. A dream brought to life, and that dream bears the signature of Renzo Catellani, a businessman, a history enthusiast, a non-fiction writer, a dreamer. Well, think about it. This aircraft had reached the end of its flying hours, grounded, forgotten, left in a playground. That's where Renzo found it and rescued it from oblivion. At first, he didn't even dare to hope he could fly again. But the challenge was enormous. Technical restoration and mountains of paperwork. But today, the result is right here in front of our eyes. Returning to the sky, and this pilot is Maurizio Rodriguez.
Delightful little jet stems from a NATO program to develop a light fighter and tactical support aircraft for use across the alliance. The prototype first flew in 1956. There were trials conducted at Bretigny in France the following year, showing its ability to operate from semi-prepared strips with or without weapons. The Fiat offering one against two French rivals. NATO wouldn't adopt it overall. It would serve with 3 air arms, but it was a very effective, versatile platform with little.
And some days like these that
And we believe that we could once again soar as a nation. Since 1948, the Sperimentale has been trying to testing, refining, pushing every limit, and the G91 was the takeoff of everything that came next.
I'd like to think you're walking
The first G91s were fairly basic ground attack aircraft. It was developed into the G91R for high-speed tactical reconnaissance, like we see here, the shortened nose with a trio of 70mm Vinton cameras in it. They were used by Italy, by West Germany's Luftwaffe, later also by the Portuguese. All 3 countries also used the G91T two-seat advanced trainer. It was only the Italians, though, who used the twin-engine single-seat G91Y.
Quite peculiar.
Yes. And that served until 2004, when it was finally replaced by the AMX. Mike was saying this is a sole survivor. We have Renzo Catellani and his organisation, Vola Felice, who, thanks for it, they've also brought their Macchi MB66 for a first appearance in the static display. First flown from Piacenza Air Base in 2023 in the hands of Maurizio Rodriguez. and it appeared very soon afterwards as the